President Mubarak, just to wrap things up, has said that he will stay until November. We are going to continue discussing this right now with Marina Ottaway. She is the director of the Middle East program at the Carnegie Endowment for Peace. Marina, thanks for joining us. What's your take on where we go from here? I mean, what do the protesters do? Do they just continue to chant in Tahrir Square?
I think the protesters are going to stay. They'll continue to chant. I don't know whether they are going to try and break out of the confines of the square and march. There have been discussion of marching on the presidential palace. It may not happen tonight. I think tomorrow there are going to be the largest demonstrations all over Egypt that we have ever seen, because this speech has people started listening to the speech in the expectation that Mubarak would resign. Mubarak gave a very defiant speech in which essentially he said, we have already, the way to move forward is these committees that everybody has already have been rejected by the crowds, and he was never clear about what kind of power he's transferring to Suleiman, what Mubarak's own role will continue to be, and what Suleiman's role will be. So that I think this makes it even less likely that the opposition will accept Suleiman as the interlocutor in the negotiations in the coming weeks.
Marina, let me ask you something.
Yes.
In terms of what we've gotten from Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak, what we're hearing from his vice president, do you feel like, certainly President Mubarak, that he's lost all touch with reality at this point? I mean, is he totally missing what's going on by staying put, by not stepping down?
Yes, I think he does not understand what's going on. I think he really totally misjudges the mood of the country, and in a sense so does Suleiman in what he has said, particularly coming at a point in which the expectations of the crowds were huge for the announcement of a real change. I mean, there had been throughout the day, ever since that communique number 1 by the military council this morning had hinted at a change. The crowds had been working themselves up and beginning a celebration, expecting Mubarak to step down, and instead what they got is a new version of the same speech that he had given in the past. So I think that what Mubarak has done has greatly increased the anger, and I totally agree that this raises questions of whether or not he really understands what's happening in the country.